High in the towering snow-clad peaks of the Himalayas lies a mystery so ancient, so perplexing, that it has stirred the imagination of people for generations. What could leave such enormous footprints in the most inaccessible corners of our planet? Who, or what, treads where no human could survive? This is the enigma that has baffled explorers, scientists, and locals for centuries, the mystery of giant footprints in the Himalayas. Join us as we unravel the stories, the myths, and the encounters that tell of something otherworldly moving silently through the snow. A colossal creature, hidden in the vast wilderness, its footprints too large for a mere human. From ancient legends to modern-day expeditions, we will venture into the heart of the Himalayas to explore one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our bat. Chapter 1: Legends and Myths of the Himalayas. The Himalayas have always been shrouded in mystery. Their towering peaks, sacred to the people of Nepal, Tibet, and Bhutan, are said to be the abodes of gods, spirits, and ancient beings. Among these is the elusive creature that leaves behind colossal footprints in the snow, known locally as the Yeti or the Abominable Snowman. In Tibetan folklore, the Yeti is described as a massive, ape-like being covered in thick, white fur. It roams the frozen peaks, guarding the mountain's secrets. For centuries, Buddhist monks, Sherpas, and nomads have spoken of their encounters with this creature, recounting tales of strange, giant footprints left behind in the snow. But is the Yeti just a myth, or could there be something more tangible to these stories? Chapter 2: The First Recorded Sightings. The Western world first caught wind of the giant footprints in the Himalayas during the early 20th century. In 1921, British mountaineer Charles Howard Berry led an expedition to climb Mount Everest. While scaling the northern slopes, he and his team stumbled upon something astonishing: enormous footprints, far larger than those of any human, pressed deep into the snow. Howard Berry described the footprints as belonging to a wild man of the snows, a creature that his Sherpa guides referred to as the Meto Kangmi. The news quickly spread, sparking widespread fascination with the mysterious Yeti and the possibility of an unknown giant roaming the icy peaks. But Howard Berry's encounter was only the beginning. Over the years, more and more explorers would report similar discoveries: giant footprints etched into the remote, untouched snowfields of the Himalayas. Chapter 3: The Evidence Grows. In 1951, another famous sighting of giant footprints reignited the world's curiosity. British mountaineer Eric Shipton and his climbing partner Dr. Michael Ward were on an expedition to chart a route up Mount Everest. As they crossed a high-altitude glacier in the Gauri Sankar Range, they encountered a trail of massive footprints, stretching across the snow-covered landscape. The photograph Shipton took of the footprint is one of the most iconic pieces of evidence in the history of the Yeti mystery. The print was 13 inches long, with 5 distinct toes, and appeared to be left by a bipedal creature. It was as if something huge and upright had walked directly through one of the most remote regions on Earth, where few humans had ever ventured. Shipton's photo became famous worldwide, yet it raised more questions than answers. Skeptics argued that the footprints could have been distorted by the snow, while others pointed to the possibility of a large bear. But for many, it was undeniable proof that something unexplainable roamed the Himalayas. Chapter 4: Theories and Speculation. Over the decades, scientists, cryptozoologists, and adventurers alike have tried to make sense of the giant footprints found in the Himalayas. Some believe they belong to an undiscovered species, perhaps a relic from a time when giant hominids roamed the earth. Could the Yeti be a surviving member of the ancient species Gigantopithecus, a massive ape that lived in Asia over 100,000 years ago? Gigantopithecus stood up to 10 feet tall and weighed over 1,000 pounds. It would have been more than capable of leaving behind the kinds of footprints reported in the Himalayas. But could such a creature have survived in the remote, frozen wilderness of the mountains for so long, undetected by modern science? Others speculate that the Yeti could be a species of bear, specifically the Himalayan brown bear, which is known to roam the region. The snow? they argue, can distort bear tracks, making them appear larger and more human-like. But even this explanation falls short when faced with the evidence of bipedal walking patterns and the sheer size of the footprints. Chapter 5. The Sherpa's Testimonies. For the Sherpa people, the Yeti is not a mere legend, it is a reality, woven into the fabric of their culture. Many Sherpas claim to have encountered the creature or seen its footprints while guiding expeditions through the high mountain passes. These encounters are often treated with a mix of reverence and fear, for the Yeti is considered a powerful and dangerous being. Sherpa Guide. I was leading a group of climbers when we came across the footprints. They were massive, far larger than any human or animal. I've seen bear tracks before, but these were different. They were spaced too far apart, like something very tall had been walking through the snow. The Sherpas also speak of the Yeti's elusive nature. It is said to avoid humans, living in the most isolated, high-altitude regions of the mountains, only revealing itself when it wishes to. This deep-rooted belief adds yet another layer of mystery to the footprints. Could it be that the Yeti is more than just a physical being, something that exists between the realms of the material and the spiritual? Chapter 6. Modern-day expeditions. In the decades since Shipton's photograph, numerous expeditions have set out in search of the Yeti. Some have been equipped with the latest technology, infrared cameras, motion sensors, and drones, to try and capture definitive evidence of the creature. Yet, despite these efforts, the giant footprints remain the most tangible evidence we have. In 2019, a team from the Indian Army claimed to have discovered fresh giant footprints near the Makalu base camp in Nepal, further fueling the debate. The footprints, measuring 32 inches in length, were found at an altitude of over 16,000 feet. Once again, the footprints were photographed and analyzed, yet no clear answer emerged. Chapter 7. Science and Skepticism. In recent years, advances in genetic testing have allowed scientists to analyze hair and tissue samples thought to belong to the Yeti. These tests, however, have often yielded disappointing results, revealing the samples to belong to known animals, such as bears, goats, and wolves. Yet the mystery of the footprints remains unsolved. Skeptics argue that the footprints are the result of natural phenomena, distorted by the elements, misinterpreted by eager explorers, or simply the tracks of known animals. But there are still those who believe that the giant footprints are evidence of something far more extraordinary, something that has eluded human understanding for centuries. Chapter 8. Could there be another explanation? Could the answer to the mystery of the giant footprints lie beyond the physical world? Some researchers propose that the Yeti is not a flesh and blood creature, but a spiritual entity, deeply connected to the Himalayan landscape. In Tibetan Buddhism, the mountains are home to many powerful spirits, and the Yeti is often seen as a guardian of these sacred places. For the monks, the Yeti is a symbol of balance between the natural and the supernatural, a being that moves between worlds, leaving behind only its massive footprints as a reminder of its presence. Chapter 9. The Global Fascination. Over the years, the mystery of the giant footprints has captured the imagination of people across the globe. From adventure novels to Hollywood films, the idea of an enormous, hidden creature lurking in the Himalayas continues to inspire countless stories. Yet, despite the folklore, scientific expeditions, and countless theories, the mystery endures. There's something about the Yeti that just draws you in. The fact that such a large creature could exist, hidden in one of the most remote places on Earth, defies everything we know. It makes you wonder, what else could be out there, just waiting to be discovered? Chapter 10. The Enigma of the Himalayas. The Himalayas are a land of endless mystery. Their vast, unforgiving landscape holds secrets that have yet to be unraveled. The giant footprints found in these mountains remain one of the greatest enigmas in modern times. Are they evidence of an undiscovered species, an ancient relic of our past, or something far more spiritual and elusive? Perhaps, in time, science will provide an answer. Or perhaps the Yeti, like the Himalayas themselves, is destined to remain forever shrouded in mystery. But for now, the giant footprints in the snow remind us that some mysteries may never be solved. They continue to echo through the ages, a silent testament to the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of the Himalayas, where the giant footprints stand as a testament to the mysteries of our world. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Until next time, keep your eyes open, for the truth is out there, waiting to be discovered.